Welcome back to Soap Family, your ultimate soap opera fix. It's your host, Blake, and today's episode is going to be an explosive one. If you thought you had Aristotle Dumas all figured out, hold on tight because you might want to think about it again. Okay, everyone, let's dive right into what we know. Aristotle Dumas isn't your average businessman. He's loaded with power and cash, and he's got a major vendetta against Victor Newman. We've been watching him work from the shadows, manipulating everything behind Damian Kane, and now he's even got Billy Abbott tangled up in his plans. But the biggest question still stands. Who is he really? It's more than obvious, guys. Aristotle. Dumas is totally an alias. What's really fascinating is that Michael Baldwin, one of the top legal experts out there, still hasn't managed to figure out his true identity. Dumas has really gone above and beyond to keep himself under the radar. So, the important question is the reason why. When it comes to Victor Newman, you can bet he's always thinking several moves ahead. Isn't it amazing how Dumas has managed to keep his identity a total mystery? That's some impressive stuff right there. Dumas has been in a fierce rivalry with Victor for quite some time, always trying to outmaneuver him in the business arena and snag those companies. It's a real showdown. Honestly, that's not too surprising. Victor's got rivals popping up everywhere. What really grabs your attention is just how personal this vendetta appears to be. Dumas isn't just in it to win, he's out to completely humiliate and destroy Victor. Wow. That kind of hatred definitely suggests there's a backstory we need to dive into. Now, let's talk about the second clue. So people, this is where the excitement really kicks in. The name Aristotle Dumas. It's not just a random name, there's actually a lot of meaning behind it. So, the alias draws its inspiration from the legendary author Alexandre Dumas, the brilliant mind behind The Count of Monte Cristo. All right, folks, for anyone who might be out of the loop, this novel dives deep into themes of betrayal, revenge, and those thrilling hidden identities. Does that ring a bell? And get this, Dumas has actually named his companies Monte Cristo and Dangler. How cool is that? Both names are awesome nods to the book. This is really interesting. He views himself as a man who's been wronged, a person who's been scheming his revenge for quite a while now. But seriously, revenge for what? So who are we up against? All right, folks, let's take a trip down memory lane. If we rewind to the early days of The Young and the Restless, we'll discover that one of Genoa City's founding families, the Brooks family, had some major drama with Victor. Longtime viewers can remember that Stuart Brooks had two amazing daughters, Leslie and Lori, and guess what? They got all wrapped up with the Prentice brothers, Lucas and Lance. Lori thought she had it all figured out with Prentice Industries, but then Victor came in and snatched it right out of her hands. So here's the twist. He returned it as an engagement present. But guess what? Lori totally bailed on him at the altar. Can you believe it? What a savage move, am I right? If you believe Victor handled that like a champ, you might want to think back. So, this is where it really gets exciting. When talking about Leslie and Lance, who welcomed their adorable son Brooks Prentice into the world. If you're piecing everything together, you might just uncover that Dumas could actually be Brooks himself, returning for some serious payback. Or maybe it's his son stepping into the spotlight. This theory totally adds up. The Brooks family had some serious wealth, which means Brooks, or maybe even his son, could definitely have the resources to stand up against Victor. The literary connection is spot on, especially considering that the Brooks family operated a publishing company. The vendetta against Victor runs deep, stretching across generations. It's a saga that's been unfolding for ages. If Brooks or his descendant is Dumas, it means they've been anticipating this moment for decades. Now comes the part where we talk about the spoilers. For Wednesday, April 10th, Billy Abbott is heading right into the lion's den. Dumas has officially reached out to Billy. And guess what? He's offering to help him reclaim Chancellor after Victor totally did him dirty. But let's be honest here, Dumas isn't doing this just for the sake of being nice. He views Billy as just a piece in his bigger strategy. Billy might think he's got the upper hand, but hold on, he's going head-to-head with Victor and a secret billionaire who's been plotting this for ages. What a showdown! If Billy doesn't watch his step, he might find himself in way deeper than he can handle. So, with Jack already picking up on the trouble brewing, it's just a matter of time before everything explodes for Billy. And right now, we've got Sally Spectra on the lookout for Phyllis Summers. Sally's got a hunch that Phyllis is low-key pushing Billy, even though Phyllis is totally not on board with his alliance with Dumas. Let's be real here, Phyllis has a track record of plotting, so it totally makes sense that Sally's got her. Guard up around her! So here comes Chloe Mitchell, and she's all about getting Sally to dive back into her classic scheming style. What if we dive into the drama and see Sally scheming to push Phyllis aside? Sounds intriguing, right? So what's her ultimate goal here? This side drama is about to spark some serious fireworks. Now, let's talk about what's coming up next in Genoa City. It seems like Lily Winters is gearing up to step into the spotlight and might just confront Victor over that misleading intel on Damien Kane. Could this spark an all-out war between Victor and Dumas? So, what's the deal with Billy? Will he catch on to the game before it's game over for him? One thing's for sure, this storyline is totally gearing up for a huge reveal, and I'm super excited to see how it all unfolds. That's all for today, people. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more.